Hello everyone, friends, little boxers. Today we're going to talk about the cross. It's a very interesting, tricky, beautiful, and awesome punch. So watch and enjoy. The cross is a counter punch. For example, just so it's clear to you, there are 6 main blocks in boxing that relate to defensive and offensive actions. One of the blocks is side steps, which are primarily taught just to get a person used to moving to the side and punching. Because as soon as you understand what a side step is, you understand what it means to move and punch at the same time. With a side step, your first movement is back and to the side. You take a step back and to the side. In other words, this is once again about establishing a certain distance. When you are throwing the cross punch, the movement is actually the complete opposite. You need to take a deliberate step forward toward your opponent. Well, it might not even be a full step. Sometimes a simple forward lunge is more than enough to close the distance. The second point, what the cross gives you, what it opens up, is your sense of observation. So in the first case, yes, as I mentioned, even if my hand comes out just a little bit, it already comes in, and it comes in along this kind of arc. As soon as I move it back just a bit, it already comes in. Now let's look at the second variation of the cross, which is the classic model. This is the way it was taught virtually everywhere throughout the entire Soviet Union. This kind of movement involves a lean to the side where your punch lands somewhere right around the opponent's ear. However, at the moment of impact, your arm hasn't fully straightened out yet, so it actually stays slightly bent. This is that arc. If you try to punch with a straight arm, you'll never land the punch. There has to be a curve. It's this curve that you catch and use. That's why your attention needs to be several times sharper, more responsive, so to speak. Just a little bit. Once the curve remains, and here you already start to lean forward. Now look. The punch itself comes out straight and goes straight. This is not a hook at all. A hook. Some people think it's a hook only because when you start to lean, your elbow rises up. So if you look at it, it will go like this. But as soon as I start to lean, my arm also rises up. This is the first movement that throws you off. Don't bend your arm because it's essentially a straight punch. It has certain types of changes at the end. It twists. My coach used to call it a snake-like punch. It has this kind of snake-like quality, and that's exactly what it is. Because it twists. Take your hand out. It twists around the shoulder area. And it twists, it drops right here along the shoulder. So it kind of continues. If at this moment, if your opponent doesn't defend himself properly, then the punch lands right on the jaw perfectly. But if he does defend, you should quickly raise your shoulder to protect yourself. Now fold your arm like as if you're blocking. You defended yourself nicely. Once again, bend your elbow a bit, just a little. Right here it will be caught. So press your chin to your jaw. And in this case, the punch goes to the temple or behind the ear. In a fight, it all depends on how it lands. You see these nuances, right? No matter how you defend yourself, you'll still get hit in the head. That's why, once again, I'm telling you, there's no way to completely avoid this punch. Can you imagine what level of skill you'd need to avoid running into it? Your jabs? Jabs that are completely unreadable, absolutely. So there wouldn't even be a chance for it. But in reality, you can still get caught even with a fast jab. Here, everything simply depends on the boxer's skill. Once again, let me emphasize the first point. How are you going to do it now? To get to this mode, as they say, you need to catch the fighter's rhythm. That's why you block the first 2 punches with different types of defense. For example, you can use a parry, a slip, and then right here is where you catch him. Once again, I want to stress that this is a very important point. You need to notice this little opening. So Roma, look at me like this. Like this, everything is protected. Everything is protected. The only moment is when I start to open up, when I start to throw punches. That's it. Now you can throw the cross. This is the first option. Twist it in. Right where the shoulder is, twist it. Yeah, good. Now here's the second option. I start to throw a punch. You come in, good job, right here. Just a little bit. Look, here's another point, guys. So that you don't have these sharp angles, pull your hand out. Once again, your arm, like I said, should wrap around like a snake. That's why it's called a snake strike. It has this serpentine shape. So it goes right in here and drops down here. Now, about stepping in. You move forward to meet them. This is the moment right here. Right here. If you raise your elbow, most likely you won't get a clean strike. Because once again, you need to go straight and forward. You're pushing it. Now, the third variation of the cross. The third variation of the cross can happen like this. You didn't manage to catch him in time. As he's moving and the punch has already gone here, now he starts to pull his hand back and you catch up to him. And once again, you catch up with a delay, once and with a delay. So these are the three variations you need to practice now. One more small detail, the movement of the punching hand also goes forward, so don't just stay in place. Don't just throw your hand like this. You get carried away and start working with the jab. Then suddenly, at some unexpected moment, a punch lands. Just in case, guys, keep your hand here. Actually, when all this explanation starts, that is, my coach used to tell me, keep your hand. Don't hold it just for the sake of feeling where it's going and how it lands. So that, if necessary, at the right moment, you can move your head away if it becomes unavoidable. Somehow, you still need to get out of this situation because you can always defend yourself. All right, please pair up. The first two punches are feints. You defend against them using different techniques. The third punch, you cover up. All right, let's go. Watch this specific movement. Right here, it slips off. And there's this wide arc. Now it's twisting in, so watch closely. That's it. That's it. Good job, just like that. But keep your head a little bit. Yeah, don't do it like that. Yeah, don't do it. One more time. Good. You circled the movement forward. Now take a step. Step in closer to me. Closer. Look, here's the opening. See, I'm starting to give you an opening. You need to be closer to me. Yes, step right in at mid-range distance. Now I'm slowly bringing him in closer and even closer. Take him down, take him down, just take him down right now. Good job. Now carefully bring this one over here so that you don't have it sitting there in the way. Sharp, sharp. Now let's do it with different defenses because the movement is already starting to work. Good. You blocked it just now. Blocked it. Dodged. And crossed. Blocked it. Dodged. Cross. Blocked it. Dodged. Cross. Good job. More deeper in there. No, that's possible too, but see, his arm is already straight and you're hitting him right in the straight arm. As soon as he starts to bend it, right now that's good. No. Well, yes, after, yes. Let's go. I'm telling you guys, it's all very simple. This is a very simple punch. You just need to polish it, practice it. Don't lift your elbow. Don't lift it. When you drop down here, even if you didn't make it in time, slip away here, lean back, move in this direction. See, even if you didn't make it in time, the punch just whistled past. Here it is. Now I start to pull back, and only from here do you catch up. You don't have any time. You understand? Yes, well, the most unique part is that you recognize the movement, and in a split second, you're ahead of your opponent. You understand? That's the nuance. He starts to extend his arm, and you start to catch up. If in the first case, well, roughly speaking, you didn't make it in time. One move, and you caught up. One move, caught up. One move, caught up. So you don't have to make two moves. One move is enough. Your hand can do everything else. You can just finish him off with your hand. No, he didn't react. You're dragging it out. No, he's not supposed to move his hand. So what's the nuance there? The nuance is, let me explain again. Look, here's his opening. See, it's opened up. You can only strike through that opening. As soon as his arm starts to straighten, even if his arm is like this, you can still get through. But as soon as you move it here, lift your elbow up, twist it, that's it, I can't do it anymore. I can't, my arm just won't go. That's why you're waiting for that little opening. You're waiting for the opening. See how it slips in? That's the opening you need. Yes. 1. Quick snap. See, he runs into it himself. I'm not even putting my hand there, he just drives right into it himself. There, now that's right. Just be careful, Maximka, don't smack him too hard. The hands are heavy. So little by little, you're getting used to it. This is one of the most reliable methods. Because if you only do this cross right away, well, you'll just forget about it. That's all there is to it. Now look, what's unique about the cross? It's that the cross opens the way for an entire combination. See how a single punch can open up a whole combination. So, using this principle, you'll execute all your other counter punches. The purpose of a counter punch is sometimes to blind your opponent, sometimes to stop them. Sometimes you might just slightly stun him so that he starts to lose his footing. And right then, you should immediately follow up with a series of punches or a combination. Now watch how easy it is to move into a combination after a cross. 1, his hand is already loaded. Loaded for what? For an uppercut, either to the solar plexus or to the liver. And now watch how all of this comes together. 1 second, 2, third, you can throw it from this side. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Well, this is just a rough outline. And 1, 2, 3. Now try it a bit faster. Go ahead, let's watch. After this uppercut, hook, hook. A perfect combination. Ready? 1, 2. Pull this hand back. It landed the punch, that's it. Now it's going to do something else. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 3. Come on, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Use more of your body. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Well, that's one option. Do you more or less understand what you need to do? All right, you can throw 3 punches right away. After the cross, add another combination of 3. For now, do it slowly and calmly so you can understand how and where to move your hands. How you need to drive them into the body or the head. Get ready. Good round, well done. See, your hands started landing on their own. You can also keep taking it to the body. Head, body, body. Head, body, body. All right, look. So you hit the head once, then the head again, and the third punch goes to the body. Not bad. Look for an opening. Good. All right, switch. Good, Arthur. The cross is an awesome punch. Guys, study it. It will open up a whole new field for you. If you understand this one principle, along with it will come 10 more skills that will be much easier for you to develop in other counterpunches. Next time, we'll show all the counterpunches there are in boxing. But you need to start with the cross.